Hi, wonderful people. Welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching today's video. You can see me blushing and laughing. This face was created by my daughter. She did this makeup look and I am loving it. And I just love the combination with my lips and my outfit as well. It does really look amazing. If you want to see how this look is created, do not worry. I'll leave the link on the description box for you. Check it out. I don't know if this one will go first or that one. If not, whenever, whichever time it does, I'll still add it up. Okay, don't worry. Check on my playlist and other videos, you might see it as well. And if it's not, please smash the button subscribe so that whenever it comes, you will see it as well. So just for your record, put the notification bell, press the bell icon beside it so you get notified whenever it uploads. Okay, let's go into the video. We are not talking about makeup, but I am just loving it. Okay, today's video we are going to talk about how to stop the boy from coming back again. That's what we're going to do. And my own experience is the boil on my inner thighs. I shared with you guys about it. It was hard. I had that problem. It kills my confidence, honestly, when I had it. And even when I started doing research and trying out things to lighten my inner thighs, I was still contemplating to show you guys until a sister out here shared hers and asking me, "Siso, this is my problem. Have you got any tips on how to lighten it?" That question and those pictures the sister sent to me gave me a motivation, and I shared my horrible one, my ugly looking thighs. And it was really amazing how that get to the audience and how many women I have really connected with because of this horrible experience. And I also receive a lot of things which I don't even know what it is. And I believe these ladies are also really connected because of the way I was able to show that ugly part, because not everybody will do that. And I am happy and I'm so grateful that I did that as well, because when you know that somebody is going through similar thing that you are on, it kind of give you a bit of reassurance. It's really encouraging. And so this is why I also come back as well on today's video. Somebody also asked me to tell them how to stop the boy, because that was the biggest problem they have. Even when they try all the tips and lighten up, but the boy come back. After I shared with you guys my previous before and after, how my inner thighs brighten and lighten up after trying all the tips, to be honest, after a couple of months the boy come back. Sometimes it comes every month, and I carried on doing this without showing you guys until one day I decided to go to see my GP, which is a medical doctor. And this is where I understand why I have my boy coming back. And that's why I want to come back here as well to share with you fans why your boy might be coming back. You might have similar experience with me, or you may not. I know a lot of us know what boil is. Boil is a painful lump filled with a pus. Some of the boys that we get, the pus tend to come on the tip, and that's when, after carefully managed and treated, the pus then come out. And when it come out, it dries up. And when it dries up and heals, and when it heals, it leaves you with dark spots or maybe not, depending on your skin type. I have another boy that also comes in a lump and very painful and very disturbing and uncomfortable, which the pores do not come on the tip. One thing I also want to say is most of the boys, you do not need to do anything. Some of them go on its way without you doing anything. So don't be in a rush to really start doing anything to your boys when you see them. Except it becomes so much disturbing and things really get out of hand that you could not cope, and then you start doing something about it. These boils tend to happen when bacteria infect or inflame one or more hair follicles on your inner thighs. Again, inner thighs are common sites for boys because your inner thighs tend to rub against each other. The friction there, and as well, maybe if you're a coffee person or somebody who is overweight, you get that rubbing often on your inner thighs, and this is when one or more of your hair follicles could be inflamed or infected and leading to you having boils happening on your inner thighs. There are other things that could cause boil. Research says that it could be due to some sexual transmitted diseases, if you're diabetic, and a lot more things. So do the research and find out more about the things that causes the boil on our skin. Right, from my own experience, I only know two types of boils. One is the lump with a big lump, painful, and pores on the tips. Sometimes it goes pinkish, it goes reddish if you're a light skinned person like me, but still have the pores on the tips. The second one, which I experience, is the one that has lump, painful, but the pores is not on the tips. From my experience with these two types of boil, which I had, out of frustration, I went to see my doctor and then explained my concerns about the boil I have on my body. One of the boils that I had, which do not have the pores on the tips, it is explained to me by my doctor that those ones are the reason why boil come back, because the pores are not on the tips, they tend to burst inside your body, and then when they do, they move around and circulate in your blood, and then that is why it will still come back, because the bacteria still stays in your body. I hope that makes sense. So for most of you who have boil and you see it coming back again, you need to check if you have similar experience like me, because I have the ones with the pores on the tips and the ones with the pores and the ones without the pores on the tips. So you need to find out which one you've had. If you have those ones, the pores is not on the tip, but you got that swollen and painful feeling on your inner thighs or buttocks or any part of the body, I will advise that you see your doctor, because I was treated on that one with an antibiotics. And the first time I went for the treatment, the antibiotics tend to really bring lots more, even on my face. I started having strong pimples on my face and my armpit as well. So after 2 weeks, I was advised to observe it. If you come back again, I should go back to my GP. After 2 weeks, I finished taking that, and then I have to go back to my GP because the boil was so big, more was coming out and so disturbing. So when I go back again, they have to now do a blood test, and the blood test came out, nothing was found. So they now change the antibiotics and give me another one with an antibacterial wash and also an antibacterial cream. I'm not going to share that because I don't want people to just start going to buy what is not prescribed for them. It's very, very, very important to see your doctor if you suffer from such boil and if you want it to stop. And then you go to my tips on how I lighten my inner thighs, which I'll leave the link on the description box. That's what you have to do. Stop it first, and then you use those tips to clear all the discoloration and the dark spots. Your skin will just touch up nicely. Next thing is the other type of boil, how I managed to stop it from coming back again. The ones that boys that have the lump and the pores on the tips. Number one is always wash your hands. I always say this. Wash your hands before you touch it and wash your hands after touching it. Use antiseptic soap. Use antibacterial soap. I am going to suggest Dr. Bronner antibacterial soap is very good. Dettol Bar Soap is very good. Do not press it. When you press it and the water spread all over and have a contact with any other part of your skin, there is a tendency of the boil coming back again because it have a contact to another area of your skin. So be careful about that. Next thing is to use a heat compress. Use warm water and a small cotton or even towel, but I would say use something that you will throw away and don't use it again. Because when we use the towel, even though we try to wash it, sometimes we don't wash it properly. Just go and look a big disposable cotton or cleansing pad and use it to do a cold compress on your inner thighs where you have the boil. Another thing is add some Epsom salt, the bath salt, on the warm water when you're doing the heat compress. It does really help as well to kill and cleanse and leave the boil clean and fight the bacteria, because the Epsom salt, has is also an anti-inflammatory, and it enables the natural antibodies with the help of the white blood cells to ward off the infection and the pus inside your boil. 2 to 3 days of trying this, you must see the pus coming out. And when the pus come out, please still use that disposable cotton pad or cleansing pad to cleanse it with the warm water and the Epsom salt. Next step is to cleanse with Dettol Liquid. I always say Dettol Liquid is amazing for breakouts, it's amazing from dark spots, it's amazing from chicken pox, it's amazing from rashes, it's amazing. Dettol soap does a lot of things. Dettol Liquid does a lot of things. I know sometimes people use it to just do cleaning in the house, to just to kill the bacteria in the house. It also kills the bacteria on the skin as well. So use Dettol Liquid as well to rub around it, not on the tip. It will be very, very, very painful. Try not to get too much closer to the tips as well. The next step is the turmeric paste. I get turmeric powder with Epsom salt, castor oil, and honey. Mix it together. Castor oil is an anti-inflammatory. If you do not have castor oil, you also get neem oil. Neem oil is an antibacterial and anti-inflammatory oil. I know neem oil have a very strong smell. That's why I tend to use more of the castor oil, but them both are really good. When you are using this for your boy, do a mixture of something that you will use now and do another one the next day. Don't save it. I'm sorry. If you have to save it, try and get small containers and put them back in the fridge for at least 3 days. Something that you use for 3 days and then do a fresh one. Don't leave it and reuse it again, please, because you have to be careful how you manage the things you're using every day so that you don't carry on spreading the whole infection. But I would say do my tips by using 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, teaspoon of castor oil, half teaspoon of castor oil, and the Epsom salt, half spoon of the teaspoon, and as well the honey. Mix it together, apply it on the boil and leave it to dry. Approximately 10 to 15 minutes it will dry. Even if it doesn't dry, just leave it there to dry. After washing up the turmeric powder, another thing that I use as well to stop my boil from coming back, to fight the bacteria and do not let it come or spread any area of my body, is the use of tea tree oil. Apply tea tree oil on your boil every day as well, morning and night, or even 2 to 3 times. It depends on how disturbing that your boil is, because if I am so much pain, I even apply up to 4 times and do all these things like 3 times and to 4 times a day. You can as well put the neem oil. Oil is very good for anti-aging. I started using this and I have a mixture of anti-aging oil that I did myself and I'm trying it. Maybe I'm going to share with you guys because I love using facial oils as well. And I'm trying it. I don't want to share with you guys yet until I am convinced. Neem oil is an amazing moisturizer and as well an anti-aging oil. That neem oil has a fatty acid and is also an antioxidant with antimicrobial compounds which benefit our skin in different ways. If you have rashes, skin infection, and wound, neem oil helps to heal them all. So all these are the things that I do for the boys that do not have pores on the tips. Please see a GP. For the boys that have the pores with the lump and painful, please follow the steps. Wash your hand before touching it. Put warm compress using the Epsom salt and warm water, and afterwards mix the turmeric paste and apply tea tree oil or neem oil. They are so good. And I will also add by saying, after 7 days, if you try all these tips that I just suggested and you still have your boil and things are not changing, please go see your doctor. It's very important. After 7 days of self-treatment, you need to see your doctor about this. Feel free to ask me any more questions. Okay, I will see you again on my next video. Bye. Do not forget to like this video if you find it helpful and share it to your friends and families who you think this might be of good benefit. Please feel free to share it on your social handle as well. Okay, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate your love and kindness, guys. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye. Should I wash this face? Because I did this face in the night and I'm not going anywhere. So I said, let me film this video. Loving myself, loving myself, loving myself, loving myself, loving myself.